It's okay when if our coping mechanism, is rightly fitted. But if we then allow it on its own and we never check in on whether it's working or not, we could become a prisoner of that coping mechanism. That is the challenge, right? When we don't check in with it, whether it's working or not, we could become a prisoner of it, And what we really want to look at, today, which is something that was developed by the Harvard School, is a way by which we will respond to the situations of life rather than reacting to situations of life. Life is meant to be responded to, not reacted to. Because when you are reacting, you are not proactive, right? You are playing a losing game when you're reacting. You are at the mercy of the thing you are reacting to. You are a slave to the thing you are reacting to. You give up your personality, your humanness to that thing when you are reacting. The way to win in life is to respond, not to react. Respond, not to react. That's what Victor tells us in his book, The Meaning of Life. It says, the last of the human endowment is our ability to make decisions. Irrespective of what someone does to you, you have an endowment that God has given to you. You don't have to react. You can respond. And that's what Jesus Christ was teaching us, when he said that when someone slaps you on one cheek, turn the other. He's not saying go about and look for people to slap you. He's just saying irrespective of what happens to you, right? You are responsible. You are responsible for your action. You cannot give an excuse that because someone slapped me, that's the reason I started fighting. Whatever you do or not do as a result of what someone else has done to you is up to you to decide. And you are going to be judged by what you did. There'll be no excuse that I did this because of that, right? That is a way to live life, right? Yes, because of some things that happen in our life, we get to stop or decide on a way to cope. But we must not forget that we're still responsible for our coping styles, our defense mechanisms. We're still responsible for them. We're not going to give excuse that, it's because of my response this thing. I'm still responsible for that, right? I'm responsible for all the stories in my subconscious mind. I'm responsible for all the things I respond to or react to that are stored in my subconscious mind. I am not the slave of my subconscious mind. My subconscious mind is answerable to me. Is answerable to me. Yes, it has been programmed, but it can always be reprogrammed. It can be reprogrammed, and it must be reprogrammed to work for me. And that's the essence of what mindfulness. We talked about mindfulness, was one of our, I think it was previous chapter, we talked about mindfulness. Mindfulness is being aware, being conscious in every second, every moment. You don't lose yourself. You don't lose your mind, right? Irrespective of where you are, what you are doing, you are always in control. Yes, there are some things you give to your subconsciousness to do by the program you do to it. But you need to be checking in every so often to be sure that it's working the way you want it to work, right? And what we're going to discuss here, which was worked out at the Harvard School, is a way that helps us in any situation we find ourselves to be able to respond rather than react. Just helps us to check ourselves that we're not at the mercy of the situation. We're not at the mercy of the circumstance, right? But we're adequately analyzing and deciding what to do in every circumstance that life presents to us, right? We're not running away from life, but we're leaning into life. But we're not leaning into life irresponsibly. We're leaning into life strategically. And that's what this model is talking about. It's called the wiser model, right? It's called the wiser model, and W stands for watch, I stands for interpret, S stands for select, E stands for engage, and R stands for reflect. So in every circumstance, we stand back and watch. We interpret what we're seeing. We'll make a decision on what we want to do. We do it. Then we'll check, we'll get the feedback so that we can do better next time. Now, there are going to be circumstances of life that require you to. But if you do this often enough, you'll have built it so much in your subconscious mind that you can even do it in milliseconds, right? Yes, when you don't know you're practicing it might take a long time to get it. But if you learn it, you practice it over time, it becomes second nature to you, and it will help you. It will save you from a lot of trouble. People will be looking for your trouble. People will be looking for you to react, but then this will help you. It will hold you back from using your mouth to enslave yourself, you know? So today we're going to look at the first two. Next week, we're going to look at the last three. We're going to look at what it means to watch, what it means to interpret circumstances of life, today, right? So that we'll not be at the mercy of our emotions. We're not going to be at the mercy of our feelings when things happen around us or to us, right? So let's take it. So this pretty much we've talked about. So each step pretty much just helps us through our thinking process. Pretty much that's it, So it's just and probably also the thing is emphasizing the fact that we don't have to be at the mercy of our emotions. Our emotion, three things are pretty much connected to themselves: our emotions, or how we feel, how we think, and what we do. And you can connect the other two from anyone. You can start with anyone and you get the other two. How you feel will affect how you think, will affect what you do. What you're thinking will affect how you feel, will affect what you do. What you do will affect how you feel, will affect what you're thinking. All three are related. They are so tightly connected. You can start with anyone and to get you to the other two, right? So, and this is just helping you to slow down, to be able to be in control of what you do and how you feel. Because this is pretty much controlling how you think, right? If you can think right, you will feel right and you will do right, right? So the first thing you do when anything comes your way is to be curious. We typically would say curiosity killed the cat, but that's not true, right? It's just where people, that's not the original quote, right? People say curiosity killed the cat. That's not the original quote. The original quote is care kill the cat, or worry kill the cat. Over time, people have changed worry to call it curiosity. No, curiosity did not kill the cat. Curiosity will not kill you if you are in control of your curiosity, right? It is worry, it is care, it is fear that kill the cat, not curiosity. Curiosity is education, right? It's an opening of the heart to understand, to know, right? Rather than jumping into anything in life. So the right quotation is curiosity cures the cat. Curiosity cleans the lens of the heart, helps the heart to see rightly, right? Curiosity will clean the lens of your life. Curiosity will help you to see aright, to see clearly. Curiosity will save you from your emotions, which are just finicky, right? Because you feel like killing somebody doesn't mean it is right to kill somebody. Because you feel like slapping somebody doesn't mean it is right to slap somebody. Because you feel like divorcing doesn't mean it is the right thing to do. Because you feel like beating someone doesn't mean that it is the right thing to do. Step back, watch what is at play. What's happening here? What's really taking place? Right? So so first thing to do in any situation is pause. Some people say a count 1 to 5 or count backwards. From 1 to 3, count it backwards, or 5, just to clear. It's a way to just let that initial reaction the devil want you to do something that you will regret later. It's a matter of killing that devil that wants to do something that you might regret later. You know, slow down, calm down. It can't wait. That email you want to rush and send, slow down. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's going on here? Why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling? Why am I responding? Why am I feeling this way? Why is this person making me feel this way? What is it about this person that's making me feel this way? What is it about what this person has written or said that's making me feel this way? Is it the person or is it me? Is it something about me or is it something about the person or something about the situation at hand? Does the person mean evil? Does the person mean good? Why? What is going on? You got to understand. Don't just rush into it. That's what it takes to build emotional intelligence, ability to have your emotions under control. That's what it takes to be matured enough to marry. Maturity for marriage is not because you have grown biologically or you've grown chronologically. It's because you have become emotionally mature. It's not big. Maturity for marriage has nothing to do with your finance. It's your emotion, your psychological build-up, your ability to hold back, your ability not to react, but to respond. That is a person that's ready for marriage. If you cannot do that, you're not ready for marriage. You're not ready to bring in another person into your life, whether you be a man or a woman. You're not ready to be a mother. You're not ready to be a father. And life will not reward you if you cannot hold back. Right? Don't forget again, biggest contributor to your wealth, your growth in life is your ability to relate with someone else. Your ability to relate right with other people, not your certificate, not your intelligence. It's your emotional intelligence. That carries a greater value than what you know. Your ability to use other people to achieve the aim of the company or your aim. Your ability to make people want to work for you or with you. People don't rush to work with someone who has no control of his or emotion, who is short-tempered. Nobody wants to work for someone who's short-tempered. You know, when Solomon was praying and asking God to give him something, what Solomon said is, God, give me a large heart. Give me the ability to wait. Scripture calls that wisdom. Your ability to wait is called wisdom. Your ability not to be at mercy of your emotions is called wisdom. Your ability to step back and understand what is going on so you can address it right is called wisdom. It's called understanding. That's what you get by waiting. You understand. You get a better perspective of what's at play. You don't allow what's at play to outshine you. You are strategic. The only way to be strategic is to understand. The way to understand is to step back, right? While you're in the frame, you can see the whole picture. So what you do when you watch is to step out of the frame so you can see the whole picture. When you're in the frame, you are being tactical. When you're outside of the frame, you can be strategic because you can see the whole picture, right? That's the way to win. That's the way to win over any circumstance of life. Your ability to see the whole picture, your ability to step out of the frame. Being tactical is execution. But to be tactical, you have to first be strategic. See the whole picture. So you know that when you are tactical, you know what to address, in what way.